We started chopping corn on a Mineral Brook Road here. This is for Farm 2. And we started yesterday, but so much going on, I didn't have time to, I didn't even drive truck yesterday, I was just doing other stuff. We got Simon here with me. He's driving dump wagon. And we have both dump wagons here with one driver. You want to tell him why? No. Yeah, hydraulic hose blew. It's not a big deal. But Ferdy it blew yesterday, so instead of fixing it because it was after 5, we just grabbed the other wagon. But it's fixed this morning, and anyways, Christoph's waiting. He just loaded up the first 2 trucks. I met Philip on my way in here. I think they got about half this field done. We didn't start chopping till 4 or 5 o'clock yesterday. Just because we were waiting for those chopper parts to come in. So I had to pick up Henry from the chopper, right? Who are you gonna ride with? He's gonna ride with Simon in the dump wagon. The tractors are up there. But Christoph had the keys for the tractor.
The other one has the new one. The other one that's broken.
Oh, Simon broke it? That's funny.
It was wet a little bit.
So Henry just told me he's gonna drive one tractor and Simon's gonna drive the other. No? No, he's not. But they are gonna get rolling. They're over there. This truck is, she's loaded. I'm guessing you guys can hear that faint beeping. Our dash is beeping again like last fall. Because we don't know why. It was doing it last fall. We had an appointment to go to Charlie Boys because we couldn't figure it out. And then the starter ended up blowing up. So we changed the starter. And when we did that, when we put the new starter in, everything worked fine. Ran 5 months like that, and then one day to the next it started beeping again. Only from this side of the dash over does not work. Everything over here works, and it also likes to beep. But truck still runs, so we're running it, and then maybe this winter or this fall when we don't need it as much, we can send it to get worked on, because that's an electric problem that we have yet to find. Yeah, it's a little tight, and Alex is rolling it.
Chris, you know if Dad is that way, or is he over at Thompson's area?
I'm almost at the Berkshire School.
Nice. I'm going into the field in a minute, so I guess I have lunch for everyone.
I got the alley scraper going in, Andreas.
Okay, I was just gonna go fix that, but thank you. Alrighty, this is a... Oh, there's no car coming. I got you down there, hopefully you guys can see. Well, it used to be Lucer's sawmill. Now a new guy bought it. I can't remember the name of it. There's the air.
Christopher, I'll bring you to your pizza hideaway too, okay?
Stanley's in the little 84. Purdy and me went up to Canada yesterday. We got that tractor back. And then we got the 7R on the blade right there still. And then
You got to go from going on drains. It's open.
yeah. So we're filling 2 bunks at the same time. Because with all the trucks rolling, doing one at a time would not really work for us. And they're both gonna get filled at the same time, so it's not a big deal. But I don't want to go down this bank with my box in the air. So one tractor is in one bunk, the other's in the other bunk. It's been working pretty good. Marcus is coming to drive the other tractor. He's coming to drive this one now. We got a plastic on both sides. One of them we put on how we wanted to. The other one, we got halfway to putting it up before we realized we didn't have the color correct because it's gonna flip over, but it's not a big deal. There's gonna be another sheet on top. So yeah. Marcus will be running this after. Marcus was running this yesterday, and I just was walking over to it because I was told the CV stopped working in it. So I figured something happened and it blew the fuse to that power port. Probably had a wire touched a ground and something, whatever. So I've just, the fuses on this thing, the first time we ever blew them, we didn't know they're behind this little box. You just pick it up and they're in there. And I just pulled one out. Must be it was for the GPS because that turned off. I just grabbed a random one and stuck it in there. But that has power again and we're good. They don't need GPS. Maybe I could set the AB line so I could pack with GPS, be funny, but don't need that crap for this. I gotta check my water tank to make sure that's good enough. Otherwise I gotta let it fill. But we gotta put our mold, whatever we have, put right here because they was going in that fire bunk. And that is what it is. I got some stringy stuff because I got bales that I'm slowly feeding out to heifers. And whatever's like a little bit of mold on it. You can see the bales over there. I have to throw away the water. I got enough for tomorrow morning's feeding, and I don't think you guys could see that. It's only for 2 loads, but it helps a lot. Gets the feed sticky if you don't know why we add water. That way the cows can't separate the grain from the corn and grass, because it's a TMR mix over here, so totally mixed ration. The reason the R is on the push blade is because mine was on the shit tank, well it still is, when we started pushing for the hit the windshield wiper. When we started pushing for the cook pile, and then it's still on the tank, so that's why they are still on there. But when we get to the big corn bunk, mine's going on the blade because it is just a much nicer tractor to push with. A lot more power. handles better on the bunk. It just works better. Even Marcus would rather push with mine, but that thing with the weight block on the back is doing just fine, and it's getting it done. Got Philip rolling with the white truck today. We got the tank took off of it, and Christoph and Ferdy put the box on. I do like the look of that truck. But that's basically Philip's truck, because he's really the main person that drives it. The truck that he used to drive ended up being retired, and when we were looking at getting a truck and replacing it, we had two in mind, and that was the one that he liked. I think he's having a long day. It's your alarm clock going off. He was out. So this is the first crop we've ever taken off of these fields ourselves. And we didn't know how it was gonna grow. It's a little bit more rolling hills than we're used to. But the field is very consistent in corn height. The only thing we did notice is that I should drive the damn truck closer. It varies in dry matter a lot. So a lot of the field was perfect, ready to go, and then you saw right here at the end, it was too dry. But up here, 100-something feet up, perfect. But it is great going. Even on this little bit of a hillier field, I'm able to drive the 18-wheeler with no floaters. Alex is running them just because we never took them off. But it's a really nice corn. The camera really doesn't pick up the elevation change, but from where we're Chopper's sitting to the top of this hill, that's 15 feet up at least, maybe 20 from like this spot, not up there. That's just me guessing real quick. So Simon's bringing his load.
You know what I like? I like flat field. Maybe not that balanced it.
Yeah. That is the one thing with these this hillier field.
I was thinking the same exact thing, pulling the forward up the hill.
You definitely got to be
Flat fields.
flat fields are nice because easier going. You don't have to be as careful taking corners because you're fully loaded and you take a hill too incorrectly, you have the chance of being top heavy and flipping the sucker. But besides that right now, what I wanted to say, oh, I missed it. The last pass you saw it really good. The planter crossed over itself, but what we noticed now already with this planter, because we finally had row shut off for the first time this year, how consistent the corn is now. So when we have a lot of fields that, well, basically every single field, but maybe the big corn field that's 100 acres, they're all triangles, trapezoids, diamonds, squiggly lines, whatever the hell shape they want to be. So we have a lot of double planting with the planter crossing over before, and you couldn't shut the seat off. We are loaded. So what we've been doing with the trucks, we've been taking this bottom route to stay off this hill, because from down here to up there, what is that, 30, 40 feet elevation change? Yeah, minimum. Right here it's pretty nice going. But anyways, with the row shut off, the corn in this entire field and all the other ones, very consistently grown, because there's no drops when there's double planting, because you don't have excess plants sucking nutrients from the ground, because you don't win like that. Definitely liking that. Now we definitely have had dips because of low spots with the water just keeping it saturated. The ground and the corn did not grow good in those spots, but I think everybody had that. That's just something that we notice now pretty quickly chopping this year, and how nice it is. Even coming into the headlands, normally when you the planter would come in or out, it would plant a couple rows extra to where the headland was planted, and it would always have like a sag or something. Here it's just been square.
I'm pretty sure he's chopping into Phillip right now.
So we got done this field right here. I want to say it's 30 acres, that field. I want to. Maybe it's only 20. I sprayed it. I should remember it, but I completely forgot. So this is a little bit of a drive on the lawn kind of driveway. And then this field is much more hilly than the other one. So the dump wagon is here for these hillier fields. And gives something Simon to do, because I got Marcus pushing and Stan's pushing and packing. So can't have Simon drive truck. So, and dump wagon we need every here and there, especially with these hillier fields. That way the trucks aren't on them, or at least as little as we need to be. But Christoph's opening up this front section right here. It's nice and flat. Good spot for the trucks to come in to turn around and to dump the dump wagon. Well, I'm gonna stay right here until they get that figured out and cleaned. Coming out of this farm, we got a big a gully right here. The good thing is with the CVs, we can ask where the trucks are, and we don't meet each other right on the hill, because right at the very top, it's basically a one-lane road, and then at the very bottom, it's one lane basically because of the bridge. So it's best to meet people right here, or if Gerhard and me just met, because at least then one person can pull over. Even right here works, but then you're trying to go up the hill and it sucks. So either stop at the top and just a little bit of communication, because right here you ain't fitting two trucks right here. And there's been several times already that someone was waiting right here, because it's just the timing of it. We're in the next field. Well, actually no, we're in the field I just took the last clip in, but this is my second load. Once up the middle here. Definitely notice it gets drier and wetter with the hilly field. still grew pretty consistent corn. The back section near the woods, well, I guess the back, it's pretty short there, but that's a pretty wet spot, and with how wet it was this year, I'm not surprised. We had a tough time just to get it planted because it didn't want to dry down because it was such a wet spring. Yeah, we got a nice straight drop on this side. I think we dropped down 20-30 feet. From the very bottom here, at least 30. Maybe from this angle you can really see a slight slope we were chopping down in the last clip. They stopped chopping at the moment because they're putting some inoculant in. Alex was bringing some more for him, and I think he was cleaning out the filter. Got some calf corn on that tractor. Simon. So right here it's kind of dry, and then in that spot it already gets green again. So the good thing is it's mixing throughout the whole field, so it's not just a completely dry field. But it's kind of weird that these fields are like that. Oh boy, the mini boss. What's going on, Henry? What do you think? Snack time?
That's why he came to Mama for snack.
He came to his mommy for snacks.
Yeah, so can you get me too? Simon too? Yeah.
Simon needs snacks too. He's riding with Simon today. Alright, they're ready to roll again. Oh, Alex is almost full. Kyle's rolling in. He came the back way, I see. Hits that green corn and she bogs right down. Definitely chops harder. Simon's just puttering around. He's got the easy job today. Daycare. We got Kyle right there. What?
Best time of year, man.
Kyle took over for Gerhard. He's got to do chores at the home farm. So I guess, yeah, Gerhard is starting to feel better since his surgery. Today was the first day. He's actually like drove in equipment since then. He's tried to hold off as long as possible to drive anything because of the bouncing. So we gave him the smoothest running straight job truck, which is this Pete because it's air ride. And I don't know, I guess he said it's a roller coaster. The truck is down here on the top of the hill. On the other side is above the corn. So this little dip right here is, what is that, from the ground up to the top of the corn, 12 feet? from Simon while I was chopping, and then I cut out and he finished getting topped off. Try to keep stuff rolling as fast as possible. So this right here is why the CVs are nice. I'm meeting Kyle and Alex here, and if I didn't ask them where they were, they would have been climbing that hill right at the same time I was entering it. So Alex is out of the way in my driveway, and Kyle was right by that other cornfield. Or at least I could squeeze by. Fifth cut's coming pretty nice. Anywheres we were able to get manure on, it's definitely coming back nice. We wanted to get everything spread with manure at the home farm also, but with just getting everything done, and we got as much done as we could, but we had to start getting ready for corn, so we couldn't have everybody spreading, but we still got a lot done. Everything for this farm got spread at least, so we'll be getting a fifth cut off all of it as long as it stays dry enough. But you know, you never know what the weather's gonna do. It's been wet all year, and
Sorry, Alex.
so far for the start
It's okay.
of corn, it's dry, which I ain't gonna complain. I don't think anyone else is, because it's about time we get some decent weather. We got a problem. We got a 4-truck pile up. So we're gonna see what's going on.
It doesn't sound good.
No bueno.
It does not.
Now we got the Kyle. That didn't sound good.
Nah, no one.
What?
The tightener for the KP loosened up.
That'll do it.
For the 3 belts on the drive side.
You look like you're sweating.
I am sweating.
You spent too much time in the AC.
I want to touch the hydraulic hoses.
Fucking hot, man.
You got it going. Looks like you had your battle for the day.
I lost 5 pounds.
You lost 5 pounds in there.
Yeah,
You needed. He had to lose weight while he was working in there just so he could fit the whole time. So what we got going on here is we got the mini boss eating a piece of pizza that he found in Alex's truck, and then you got Christoph putting his cover back on. She's unplugged and ready to roll. Henry, your mom's getting in the truck. Put into perspective how much drier it is where Kyle's sitting. I was getting stuck with the Pro-Till right here during planting, let alone where we're sitting right now with the trucks. So now the my last load for the night. Been running pretty nice. This corn is a little weedy on the bottom and it's plugging the head, so we have been having a little issue with that. Normally this head never really plugs unless it's really bad like this with leaf-wise. The old Kemper, that one used to give us a lot of issues back in the day. They just opened up this. My battery's dying. It's getting to the end of the day. I'm bringing Simon home.